Looks like everybody's got a nice seat today. How is parking? A lot nicer. We're trying something different right now to overcome the overcrowding that we typically experience during these concerts. So before you arrived, we had the kindergarten through second grade concert. And so far, I think we're really liking that there is parking out there that's easy for you to get to. You don't have to park on the lawn, and that you all have a nice seat. So I think this is something that we may continue in the future. Before we get started though, I think if you look around the kids there, you'll see some backdrops, and those backdrops are going to be used for the elementary play that's going on this weekend. So if you don't have anything to do, Friday night the play, and it's Judy B. Jones, is going to be happening at 7 o'clock, and then there's a Sunday matinee at 2:30. And Miss Mickelson is the music arranger, and Mrs. Taylor is the director. So they've been working together for a couple of years. I think you'd be really impressed with that. So welcome to our K2, I have to get this right, our K2 music, that's not K2, it's 3-4. Music Connect Us Concert. It's kind of a different name for a concert, but we didn't want to call it your typical spring concert, not with the weather that we've got outside. So we're celebrating music around the world today. And I want to thank Mr. Martinson and the 6th graders. They spent a lot of time in here, especially the 6th graders, setting up the gym, anything to get out of class. And they spent a lot of time making sure that the rows were all straight, and they did enjoy it. We did appreciate them coming in here to help us. So with that, I want to thank Ms. Mickelson in advance for the wonderful performance that you're about to see. I'm going to turn things over to her right now. Thanks for coming.
All right, welcome to the 3-4 portion of the concert. 3rd grade is going to start tonight with a song called Rocky Mountain, and they have learned how to accompany themselves with the use of the xylophones and the drums. So I'm going to ask my friends to step on down, and as they're coming down, I want to explain that music connects us. So every March, the National Association for Music Education, or NAFME, puts on Music in Our Schools Month. So tonight we're hoping to educate you a little bit about what we learned so far this year. Music, the standards is singing in groups and singing alone. So for next song, Wolly, Doodle, we're going to have some solo groups come up and actually sing tonight. I'm going to ask that between those solos, we hold the applause. We'll give them a recognition at the end. Thank you. Thank you, very nice job, soloists. All right, the next one we're going to be singing tonight is called Akshav. It's an Israeli folk song, and we learned about accents with this one. Not like an accent like a different language, but an accent to make things stand out. I'm sure you'll find it in this song. And this is another one where we're going to have our own accompanist on the xylophones and the tambourine, so step on down, instrumentalists. Third grade tonight. We're actually going to ask all of the guys in our choir, which we kind of lost a few of them, so we need to come down. Boys, can you come on down to the microphone? We're going to do an oldie but a goodie, and with There's a Hole in the Bucket. So I'm sure some of you probably know that one. I loved it as a kid, so I wanted to share it with these guys. And it's a good way for us to show off our acting skills. So for those of you who know this song, Georgie's trying to figure out how to fix this hole in the bucket, and Liza's getting really annoyed with him. So hopefully we'll be able to portray that tonight. Enjoy. We're going to invite our fourth grade up. to perform their songs for the night. They're going to start with 3 recorder songs and 3 singing songs. Welcome to 4th grade. This is probably my favorite class to teach because I love teaching recorder. I know some of my parents at home, maybe not so much, sorry. But we really enjoyed it. We've been working really, really hard. We initially were only going to do 2 songs for you tonight, but we thought we'd challenge ourselves by adding the 3rd one on the list, which is the blues. So we're going to start tonight with Jacob Drink. And in this one, we learned about how to add variation to songs. So we're going to play you a theme of Jacob Drink, a variation of it, and then we're going to come back to the theme so you can hear how it's different and how it's the same. Is a Hungarian folk song. I'm not even going to attempt the Hungarian, and it's called the Storks. This one we actually broke it up into 3 levels. We figured out which measures were the hardest, the easiest, maybe that medium area, and we worked on those individually, and then we put the whole song together. I hope you enjoy the Storks. Tonight for the recorder is called Blues. I've actually never gotten to this point with a 4th grade class before by adding a new note to the concert. So we've worked really hard. We pushed ourselves this past couple of weeks, and hopefully we can show you blues tonight. singing portion of the concert, we're going to have some friends in Mrs. Wade's class taking care of some little more recorder for us. Some of our front row people are going to be playing the drums, and our middle row people are going to be playing the egg shakers, and LQ is going to take care of the bass xylophone for us. This is called the Canoe Song. This was one of the first songs we learned this year, and it was how to keep a beat, how to make a soft beat or a strong beat or a weak beat, all those good things. So we also learned how to create a waterfall effect. You're going to hear one instrument start, and we're going to slowly add more until we have all of them, and then we're going to slowly take all of them away. Enjoy the Canoe Song. Our next song for fourth grade is called Hike Along. It's another Hungarian folk song, and this one moves in a different way for us, so this was a very challenging one for us to kind of follow along with the book and then without it, so I hope you enjoy Hike Along tonight. Tonight is by the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but the words have been changed a little bit. We learned about Papageno. Papageno is a bird catcher who dresses like a bird because he really likes his job. But he has other aspects in life too, and hopefully you'll learn about that tonight with Papageno.
Swear
This time, I'd like third grade to come join us for our final song, which is from the musical Annie. It is the song Tomorrow. And hopefully we will have sunny skies tomorrow because I am tired. That concludes our 3-4 concert for tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your amazing students. Have a safe trip home, and I'll see you next year.
Unfortunately.
Because my husband likes it. That's shit. I know. He likes to launch everyone's trying to squeeze it out there. I said everybody's trying to squeeze it out there. I didn't want to get you. I moved it over because everybody's like, oh, let's see if we can squeeze. Yeah, okay.